Edmonton's Fringe Festival attracts performers from around the world. Our guests today come from Australia. Their show is called The Ballad of Herbie Cox. Victoria Chiu and Roland Cox are here to tell us more about it. Thank you for being here. And thanks for bringing some great weather. Yeah, oh. This must be like you're right at home, right?
It's amazing weather.
It's just been gorgeous. Now, of course, in the venue, a little bit warm. We were chatting about that in the commercial break. But what are your first initial thoughts of Edmonton?
It's great. I love this town. It's the best one so far in Canada for us. We've come from Toronto and we're going all the way to Vancouver.
So how many fringes have you hit so far?
We've done 3. This is our 4th.
And this is the best so far?
Definitely.
Now, why is that?
Because it just seems like a really happening town. There's like lots of people around. I think it's the 2nd biggest fringe festival in the world. And
we have a great host. She's amazing, Andrea. Yeah.
Good.
So they found us a great host.
Takes you around and makes sure you.
Yep.
Perfect.
And Strathcona, that area, it's a great area.
Obviously, the audience too. They're very fluent with fringe, if you would take that term, because they go each and every year and they know what they like and they love shows like yours because it comes from sort of an inspiration of your own, right? It's something from your own family. Talk a little bit about the show.
Yeah.
Well, we had a child last year, and while Victoria was in labour, I was kind of having a disagreement silently with my mother-in-law.
That never happens, does it?
And then when the baby came out, I sort of looked at his face, and as he unfolded, I saw all these different people from both our families kind of that he resembled.
Right.
And then we started to think a little bit differently about our families, so we interviewed a lot of different family members and thought of them as individuals rather than just kind of fuddy-duddy people that, we took for granted.
And so you saw their faces in your child and figured, we better get to know the folks that make up our family and that would make up your child.
Exactly, because they belong to each other in a way that's kind of separate from us. And everyone has some relationship with their family, and sometimes I think you can take it for granted, but we've tried to present family stories in a creative way using dance and music and storytelling.
We saw a little bit of video there just a few moments ago, and Victoria, you do a lot of the dancing?
Yeah, I have a lot of dancing in it. Roland plays live piano, as you can see as well, and we're both professional dancers, from our background, but we danced in Europe and Australia.
Oh wow.
So
a dramatic look at family? Or is there some comedy in there too?
There's comedy. There are some darker moments, and it finishes on a high with a kind of special surprise at the end.
Good.
But I guess the different characters in our family all have different idiosyncrasies, and so they're represented in different ways. We've tried to be as creative as we can with it. Yeah.
Was it hard to get them to say, okay, you can use me in your fringe play, but then when they saw it, what was the reaction?
It is a little bit confronting. Some parts, because as Roland said, some parts delve down a bit darker, but we bring them up and it's quite funny as well. But it was confronting for them. And it was also confronting to interview them because they're in your family. So it was hard to get some things out of the people without challenging them too much or
We're definitely not trying to ridicule our family.
No.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you talk to family members in a way that's not just the standard, can you pass the butter or whatever, talking to them about more personal things it was confronting for us, I think. Definitely for me, interviewing my father and his mother was quite intense.
My father, who has passed away now, hearing my mum talk about him before I was born, that kind of thing, that was really interesting for me.
Maybe we should all do a little bit of this with our own families. It's a good lesson to learn. Thank you both for being here. Of course, if you want to check out The Ballad of Herbie Cox tomorrow, you can see them at noon. Wednesday, you're also performing at 7:15 and Thursday at 10:45 p.m. And your venue is over there at the Catalyst Theatre.
That's right.
Thanks
good
for
luck
us.
for the rest of the Fringe. I know you won't need it, but
thanks.
Good luck. It's going to be a great one. Stay with us. More to come right after this.